Hey, welcome. I'm Lance Glass. This is Wild Spirit Studios. We're going to do a little tour. Right, this is it, the heart of the studio. This is basically what you would be working with 1970, 1980s, analog console, analog tape machine, your crazy patch bay. That's how it happened. It was a beautifully mechanical era, but you needed to be a good tech. So let's get a little overview. Alright, here we are. 24-track 2-inch tape machine. It's kind of a rare bird, this one. It's a John Stevens. Recorded some amazing records. Pink Floyd, The Wall, I think Fleetwood Mac Rumors, some Queen stuff, Roy Thomas Baker. He still has a 40-track. This runs it all the time. Got the standard transport controls of an MP3 player still. Play, fast forward, rewind, stop. This is a little gem here, load. That can get you into a lot of trouble on this particular deck if you're fast forwarding. But still working good. Sounds amazing. Here's your analog patch bay. Love it or hate it. That's how you did it. A manual patch. Just like an early telephone operator. These were actually based off of telephone plugs. And this one, this is the oldest style, which is a 1/4 inch. They went to 1/8 inch, and you know, nowadays there's really no patch bays. It's all done in Pro Tools. That mix is starting to come together. Beautiful. And this is where you put the mix together. Every channel appears here on the console. You've got equalization for every channel, panning, effects. Then with the artist's ear, you blend all these colors and sounds together to create something hopefully amazing. But it takes a lot of practice. Alright, here's the holy grail of reverbs from that period. Well, arguably, this is a 251, there was a 250, looked almost the same, minus this readout. Amazing piece of equipment for reverb. This type of reverb was on everything from Michael Jackson, Thriller, Pink Floyd, you name it, it was on it. This thing's a real tank. Must weigh 125 pounds. They don't make them like this anymore. Alright, let's get into the outboard gear. Outboard gear. Crucial element to the studio. Quite often, external microphone preamps, external equipment are what's making the sound that's captured on the 2-inch tape machine. And here's some nice stuff. These are V72s used in Abbey Road studios. German-made Telefunken. Very nice compressor. English made. This is the one that was supposedly used on When the Levee Breaks drum sound with 2 Beyer dynamic ribbon mics. Not this unit, but the same unit, same type of unit. These are copies of the famous UREI LA2A. Very nice. Well, you can't have a great rock and roll studio without some great speakers. These were the famous UREI 813s found in every recording studio that was worth its salt in Los Angeles. The accuracy in which you could hear detail in those speakers was surpassed by none. They're still, to this day, really hard to beat. It was also very exciting for the performers because you could get up to a very high SPL, and it would inspire them to play better if they were in the control room. So once you move from the 813s, you'd come down to the NS10s. That was representative of the consumer home speaker. After that, when we want to really get the fine balance between each track, we would move down to a pair of these. These are Oratones. This is where you very quietly set the level between all the instruments. And it's very accurate. Alright, that was our overview. Analog Studio, classic rock. Gotta love it. Pro Tools is a whole nother world. But stay tuned. We're going to have some more good stuff coming up. We're going to get in depth. Got the B3 we want to talk about. We got guitars we want to talk about. We got amps. Want to get into some recording techniques, miking techniques, mic selection. It's endless. Thanks for watching.